Hi and welcome to Supply Chain Today. Here we discuss the latest hot topics in supply chain and global trade with experts from all over the world. Today we have a special episode, and the speciality is that I am not going to be the host for this episode. However, I'm joined by an expert and experienced guest host. His name is Hari Subramanian. Hari is a highly experienced consultant with nearly 20 years of experience, primarily in supply chain management. He spent almost a decade working with SAP TM and over 10 years in material management, warehouse management, and other supply chain areas. It is great to have Hari with us. On the other hand, joining with us is our guest speaker, Rishi Choubey. Rishi is a SAP TM solution architect with more than 10 years of experience in delivering logistics solutions in the transportation and warehousing domain. He has served multiple customers in chemicals, retail, life science, and logistics industry sectors. It is an amazing opportunity to have both of you with us today. Today's topic for discussion is packaging units. On the same topic, we have some questions submitted by the listeners. I hope all of us we will find this episode insightful, informative, and interesting. Before I hand this over to Hari, I would like to remind all our listeners that you can submit your questions by clicking the link found in the description. With no more delay, here is Hari.
Hello everyone, welcome to Supply Chain Today. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. So today we are going to talk about a new functionality which has been launched in SAP Transportation Management. And this is Hari, and I have Rishi with me. So, hey Rishi, how are you doing today?
Yep. Yeah, Hari. Glad to be talking to you again. And yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. Interesting topic today, right? Package unit.
Yes. So, can you tell me about what is a packaging unit?
Yeah, absolutely sure. So package unit, everyone, like, this is one of the new business document which is introduced in SAP Transportation Management. It is kind of sitting at an intermediate level, right, between freight unit and container unit, which have been in the transportation management landscape since long. But then this package unit is the new addition, which SAP has recently introduced. And logically, or from a logistical standpoint, it represents the packaging in which you would move your items into or products into, right? For example, a pallet or crate or so on. So yeah, it's kind of one of that intermediate layers which has been introduced by SAP.
Okay, that's great. So can you explain a little bit more on what are the advantage? Why is this packaging unit being introduced now, and what do
Yep,
we do with it, right?
sure.
From a business
Yeah, yeah,
standpoint. Yeah.
yeah. So the main advantage, in my opinion, is that you can assign a package unit to other transportation units, such as container units, which is for sea, or trailer units, or rail car units, which is for road and rail. This allows you to create a route of a package unit in a way that packages are transported together across the transportation stages and across the transportation chain. Also, they can be deconsolidated on the last stage of the tour, which is often called the delivery tour. And in that sense, the same freight unit can be assigned to multiple package units, and then you can do individual deconsolidation of those package units and then deliver without having the need to actually split your freight units upstream in the process. So that is one of the main advantages that I see of package units.
Okay, that's great. So in the earlier scenario, right, we have to split the freight unit because you have to deliver to different. So you're saying that the same freight unit can go on multiple package units and you deliver the package units. So, it's
Absolutely.
a additional flexibility which has been introduced, right?
Absolutely correct. And
Okay,
even
that's great.
in those multi-drop scenarios, right? You can kind of have the same freight unit into multiple package units and then perform all those deconsolidation. Sure.
Okay, that's excellent. That's I hope it's a very good functionality for all these uh, delivery last leg delivery scenarios, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you also explain the on how you create a packaging, right? So how what are the different options you have in
Yeah.
SAP for creating the packaging units?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, there are multiple ways of creating a package unit. So, there's always a manual option, right, where you can create the package units manually from the Transportation Cockpit UI, and also from other business transaction documents such as forwarding order or freight order. One of the other ways is, kind of, uh, building some rules right at the freight unit building rule level, which creates package units according to the business rules that you have set up. So yeah, so those are, some of the ways: manual from transactional documents, and also using some freight unit building rules.
Okay, that's great. So this, can you also create the package unit from the transportation cockpit using the optimizer or using the different ways of planning, or is it mostly you have to build the package unit before you go to the cockpit, transportation
Uh,
cockpit?
y- yeah. So SP has made several cockpit views which are dedicated for package unit handling.
Mm-hmm.
And VSR optimization can also be included, right, for considering package units in the same way as you would use a container unit. That is only as a requirement document and not just as a capacity document. So it kind of fits both purposes. So yeah,
Okay,
you can use
so
cockpit,
it's
cockpit as
kind of
optimizer.
a different level of container unit, we can say, in a
Yes,
simple
yes,
term.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
but you
And in
can
fact,
assign the package unit to a container unit, so
yes, correct.
allow.
So, yeah, so in fact, in the items hierarchy, you would see it in the, instead of a CONT level, you would see a PKG level, right, in your XMLs and things like that. So, yeah.
So, can you also have multiple levels of packaging in it? Like, for example, I have a package and I want to assign that package to a pallet. So you can have multiple levels, or is it only one
No,
level?
no, unfortunately, at this point of time, standard allows only one level of package unit, Hari. So that's the way to go right now. But who knows, this might come in as additional functionality in future.
Okay, great, great. So just remember a scenario where we were working with a customer for postal from we were doing a Krypt was as a Krypt, right? We were doing a postal scenario where we needed multiple containers like these packaging. It was
Yes.
a similar scenario back then in 9.4 version, I think,
Mhm.
and we did some enhancement. So we have it in our set of assets where we can basically for a postal scenario we have set of assets, and one of those assets is to have multiple level packaging, and you can track multiple level packaging
Okay.
too. Yeah. So just to close this session, right, can you summarize the benefits
Yeah.
in a quick 2 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's one thing, right, which I would like to call out, and the biggest benefit in my opinion is, the ability to assign the same freight unit to multiple capacity documents. So before this package unit functionality was introduced, it was only possible by splitting the freight unit, and that is not required anymore. The package unit now allows you to kind of consolidate and deconsolidate in a more flexible way without cutting down on your freight unit. So that is the biggest benefit in my opinion.
Okay, that's great. That's good information on the package unit. Thanks, Rishi.
Yep. Thank you very for the insightful
Thank
discussion.
you, everyone, and hope we'll meet in another session. Thank you.